right. Yeah, you're playing.
I'm not playing.
It's recording.
I don't play.
You play all the time, sir. Yep. My cousin posted that picture.
Okay.
Him and Steve Tyler. Yep.
Okay, so Jinx is showing me a picture of his cousin.
Yep.
Next to a one Steven Tyler.
Yeah.
Why did you show me that? I'm very confused.
You brought up Aerosmith, and then that just happened like this week.
Well, you know I'm always talking about Aerosmith.
Okay. My mistake.
I like how every song they had in the 90s, not only did they all sound exactly the same, but they all had videos that were exactly the same. It was always Alicia Silverstone and what's her face? What's her name? Steven Tyler's daughter.
Liv Tyler?
Liv Tyler. They're always running around on a bridge or stealing something.
Dramatic look backs.
Lots of those.
Yeah.
Lots of those.
What?
For those of you who can't see him, Jinx just did a spot on. I'm going to go ahead and call it the best impression you've ever done. You did an impression of, hold on, let's see if I'm right. An impression of Alicia Silverstone looking over her shoulder dramatically.
That is correct.
God damn, you captured it. You captured her.
Thank you.
Yeah. By the way, fuck Alicia Silverstone and all of her. Because she's one of those people, like if you're an animal person, I don't mind, love animals, but also do your research and know that PETA is a terrible company that kills more animals than most busy highways do. And Alicia Silver, I think
Speaking of our highway, it's littered with cats right now
because there's so many cats. You got so many cats, and
cats.
You have few cats in your town. You're gonna have few dead cats in your highways. You got lots of cats in your town. Guess what happens, Jinx? Do the cat math.
Like it's just like it's like a 4-mile trip to work, and it's all like 4 different cats.
It's Cat Alley.
Yeah,
it's Cat Alley.
Damn.
I'm fine with it as long as they're not my cats. As long as it's not Brenda. And you know what? To be fair, Pizza, you can kill Pizza. I don't really have any emotional attachment to that cat. I didn't want that cat. It showed up, so that cat can die as far as I'm concerned. Brenda, though.
That's your baby.
Yeah, peace be with her. we're gonna. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question.
Go for it.
By the way, welcome to No Talent Required. I'm Gary Hughes Jinx.
Hey.
I'm gonna ask you a question, and you are going to disappoint me.
No, I'm not.
You're gonna disappoint me.
Not at all.
Now, we're gonna make these episodes shorter because it's the summertime. We're recording this at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it's early,
and it's already warm.
Was I on time? I think I was right on time.
I think you were right on time.
Yeah.
If not early. But we're gonna do shorter episodes because we're stuck in a car and it gets hot and we don't want to die. But I asked you, so here's what we got planned for the show. I didn't plan on doing the emails, but we got some good ones. Okay. So I'm throwing them in. We got Yahoo Answers as usual.
Do you think that I didn't have a game ready?
You're supposed. See,
is that what you think happened?
You went on an epic run. Of 3 wins in a row, which means now it's my turn to play the game. And I'm gonna try to get at least 4 in a row to show you that I'm superior.
Yep.
But the problem is I have to rely on you to every week now come up with a game for me to play.
Yep.
Now, for those of you that don't know, the reason I'm usually the one that makes the games and Jinx is usually the one that plays the games is because Jinx he's got this weird ability. No matter how many times I stack the deck against him, he has a weird ability to fucking just win these goddamn games. So I don't play until Jinx loses, and he rarely loses, but he lost.
Yep.
Here's the problem, though, with you making the games.
Okay.
When I make the games, I make them challenging, but you have a fighting chance.
Gotcha.
You always give me games that requires me to know, like, your personal relationships with people I've never fucking met before.
Not this time. This time I thought of you. Thought about a game for you.
You thought about me?
Yeah.
So not only is this a game that's going to be able to test me and my knowledge on something, it's a game that's really going to show me how much you know about me.
Well, no, not really. It's about something you like.
But I mean, that's it. But if it turns out that I don't like these things,
no, you like this.
Is it a wings trivia contest? Because guess what? Killing that.
No.
Well, then for next
I would do it for next week, but you're not going to win this game, so this is going to be weird.
You know what? I'm not going to lie. There's a good chance.
That's your prize for next week. If you win this game, it will be a wings trivia challenge.
I'm going to kill it.
All right, cool beans.
Now I have some incentive to fucking win this game. What's the game called?
Quantum Leap.
Okay. Nailed it. Done. Okay. But here, you know what I like about you?
Yep.
When I like last week when I said, "Hey, I want to get some clips pulled so I can pre-do the show."
Yeah, I saw what you're aiming at.
Oh, Fuck you in the ass. I was not trying to get hints.
Hey, what's this game about? As he's like just scouring the internet for clues.
I was going to scour the internet for clips that might have something to do with the game that you picked, but you over there lied to me.
Didn't lie to you. I had this game ready to go for 2 weeks now.
All you had to do is say Quantum Leap.
Yeah, then you would start to study Quantum Leap and
How?
see what angles you can pull.
I don't. You know what angle?
Yeah.
I got one angle, buddy.
What's that?
I got one angle.
What's that, Kurt?
Lifelong fan. Lifelong fan of the show.
All right.
How dare you? I'll tell you this, I've seen every episode of Quantum Leap, and this is not a brag, this is just facts. I've seen every episode of Quantum Leap at least 50 times each. At least.
I've seen 3 episodes of Quantum Leap at least once.
And you love them.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, of course
I'll
they
get
are.
back to it. It's a nice something to like always have in the back pocket. Like, oh, I got no shows to watch. Oh, I'm gonna throw on some Quantum Leap.
I've said this many times. We're rebooting everything. We're bringing back everything from the 80s and 90s. This is a show that is perfect to reboot.
Who would you cast?
Oh, that's a tough one. It's got to be someone who... Well, I mean, Scott Bakula is still a younger guy. He can still pull this off, because if he's playing the same character, no big deal.
I think he should play the other guy. What's his name?
Al. Dean Stockwell.
Yeah, he's the guy who helps him out.
See, the thing is...
And then I would do the guy who plays Lucifer. I would have him play it.
Hard to cast, because... Scott Bakula was like, for the role he plays in this show, he has to be very athletic.
Yeah.
Which he is. He's got to be good looking dude, charming guy. He is. Yeah. He's got to be a singer. He's got to be musically talented.
I can't believe you're just describing everything that the guy from Lucifer can do.
What's the guy's name?
God damn it.
Yeah, fuck
Tom
you.
Ellis.
Tom Ellis? By the way, I was shitting on you like 2 years ago when you told me how great that show is.
Yeah.
I shit on you before I watched the show. I'll say this much.
Go for it.
They put it on Netflix, and I'm so happy that they said, hey, we're getting one more to end it properly.
Yeah.
The Good Place is doing that too, where they didn't get canceled. The creators just said, no, we're doing this at 4 because we're gonna get stupid after that. More shows should do that.
Yeah.
No show should run past 4 or 5 seasons. I can't, except for the Letterkenny I've been watching, which is
oh my god, it's so great.
Going strong.
So great.
I'm on the last season that's available now.
And it's a tough show to describe because every joke is so quick-witted.
Well, most like television scripts, half-hour comedies, they're 22 to 30 pages long. But with the amount of dialogue each person has to deliver in these shows, I think that their scripts might be like 50 to 60 pages long. There's just so much talking.
Yeah.
To be fair, there's a lot of repetitive stuff. Like each episode will have one 4-minute joke that will come back 5 more times in that episode. There's only one episode I have not liked, and it's an episode that got. By the way, it's called Letterkenny. It's on Hulu. If you live in Canada, you probably already know what this is.
Yeah, it's a Canadian national treasure.
I don't know how popular it is.
They have shared with us.
I don't know how popular it is in Canada.
Yeah. It's on like Crave TV.
But typically though, it's not.
It's not like on a big network.
It's not a CBC. It's not. But typically, when there's like a big Canadian hit, we don't talk about.
If you're a fan of Trailer Park Boys, this show will blow you away.
That's another show I have not seen a second of.
It's good. It's not like. It's a weird one where they keep going, and you're like, why? Why are you guys keep going?
I've been watching non-stop Letterkenny.
Yeah, you binge it hard. Like, it's so good.
But here's what I've been doing, and I'm really... First of all, I don't know if people from that part... I know it's a fictitious place, but it's supposed to be in Ontario, Canada. I don't know if people from Ontario, Canada actually speak like that, because they have a very strange way of talking, almost to the point where you don't understand a lot of them.
Yeah.
Because they talk so fast, they all have weird accents. I got to get in touch with... By the way, if you are a Canadian listener and you know Letterkenny and you know Ontario, email us and let me know if I might go to Ontario one time and hear that. Because I've never heard anyone on television speak like that. And since it's a fictitious place, I'm thinking maybe they did that for humor, because I can't imagine people really speaking like that.
And then the show's so fun, like, you always have a fun time when they get into a brawl.
And
There's almost every episode they're getting into a fight.
It's at least every other episode.
Yeah.
By the way, that's the episode I did not care for. The only one. Seemed like they got lazy. Whereas the first 10 minutes was an episode, and then the last half of the episode was just 2 4.5-minute songs back to back with no dialogue and just slow motion fight scenes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think the writers may have taken this day off because that's half of a 22-minute episode that's literally just a music video with no comedy. I don't know.
There's plenty of comedy in that. What was that? Did you get to the episodes with that one guy from
I only have
How to Train Your Dragon?
Yes.
Yes.
I only have
like a nationalist. Oh, so funny.
He plays like an Alex Jones type guy, but and I get him. Okay, there's Jay Barenthal.
That's him.
Okay, who's the Punisher guy? Jay
Bernthal.
Like that,
yeah.
Yeah, I get those two not at all the same dude, but name wise they're the same dude. Anyway, I've been watching it nonstop. Right, It's pretty much the only show I've been watching for like a week.
Yeah.
Now I have to catch myself because I know how fucking ridiculous this sounds. But like, ask me how I'm doing.
How you doing?
Not so bad. I've been doing that. I've been doing that.
Whenever somebody asks me to do something, I always go pitter patter.
I've been saying that too. I don't care. I don't want to do it, but it's been happening. Anyway, great show. Mm-hmm. And
I'm glad you're on it.
I've been trying to find out, like, whenever I find something I like
they
a new
got
show,
renewed for another season too.
Yeah, on Hulu. No, they're gonna. So I'm wondering what that's because it's Disney now. It's a Disney show. Those are Disney characters. Also, Homer Simpson is now a Disney character, which I find hilarious. Could be
it scares me how consolidated a lot of the media is. It really does.
You know what? I was afraid when Disney bought everything. I was afraid about stuff. But here's the fact here. Disney just makes good shit for the most part, and aside from Star Wars, everything they do, I feel like
what didn't you like about Star Wars?
I just haven't really. It's not that I think they're bad movies, but like the last couple, Rogue One especially, and
Rogue
Solo.
One's the best Star Wars movie that's ever been made.
I have no interest in them.
Okay.
I'm not saying they're bad.
Solo's great. Like I think
I'll fight you on there, buddy.
No way.
Because
the new Star Wars movies better than any of the old ones.
Oh, you are fucking nuts.
Any of them.
You are.
And I love the old ones. The new ones are better.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, but the point I'm making here is Disney knows how to entertain
Somebody's gonna
people.
email us because they've got an emotional attachment.
Oh, by the way,
shitty lightsaber battles.
If you want to email us about Jinx's comment right there, make sure you don't put anything about Star Wars in the what do you call it, in the header? Because I'm not gonna fucking read that. So you need to sneak that in here.
Why aren't you gonna read it?
Because I don't give a shit that they disagree with you.
You cared a little bit. You did a strong pause.
Yeah, I care because we are talking.
But you don't care if somebody emails you?
Because it's not going to be somebody. It's going to be large groups of bodies with the same fucking opinion. I don't care. All right. I'm just going to assume that lots of you agree with what Jinx just said, and lots of you think Jinx is an idiot for what he just said.
All right.
By the way, I had an E. coli scare not long ago.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Cook your meat, motherfucker.
No. Okay, so it's summer has kicked us in the teeth. Like this was.
We had such a great beginning. We had such a great May.
I'm gonna tell you,
the beginning of June was fantastic.
As much as I
was like we were at 73 degrees.
No. We were in mid-60s rainy days during May. Never happens.
This week, heat wave 106 high is gonna happen on today, I think.
Well, hold on there. You say a heat wave. That means, it's a little bit of a stretch of a hot streak. That's not what this is. This is the beginning of at least 4 months of hell. This is not a heat wave. This is just what it is. This is our life. And as much as I fucking loved the winter time that we had for once, holy shit, this summer, like I don't feel like this about this weather until September. Like when the rest of the world starts cooling down. And I'm 101 still, and it's pissing me off. That's how I feel right fucking now. I should be used to a hot June. Oh, I'm not used to a hot June. Not now. We just had rain 2 weeks ago.
It's global warming. You were on board for global warming. Second,
it was benefiting me.
The other side.
When it benefited me. I love global warming. Now it was climate change when I was having a good time. Now it's global warming. It's pissing me off. I don't like it.
We live in a desert now, man. We're gonna have like monsoon seasons.
I mean, we've
That's what's
always
gonna
lived
happen.
in a desert. Technically, California's basically a desert.
Yeah, well, like we're worse desert now.
Just getting worse.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some of those Star Wars sand people hanging out. God damn! When the apocalypse happens, and I'm gonna be a sand person.
I'm just gonna die, man. I ain't gonna fucking deal with that shit.
Yeah, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Well, me and my sand
people are like, I want to be. No, fuck.
Me
that.
and my sand people buddies will kill you.
All right, that's fine.
Okay, so the E. coli scare, right? So it's summertime, and I'm like, hey, let's go get some floaties. Let's go to that river, that dirty, disgusting. No,
The
listen,
fucking 2-foot river. Is that what you're talking about?
It's not a 2-foot river. How
You talking
dare
about
you?
St. John's?
Yes.
It's like 2.5 feet.
There's lots of water in there. Okay.
There's lots of water. Yeah. It's 40 feet across. It's 2.5 feet deep.
I have a question for you.
Go for it.
Just answer me honestly.
Absolutely.
Can a person float in 2-3 feet of water?
Yeah.
Then that's what we fucking did. How dare you? Anyway, so we get the floaties, right?
It's a fucking puddle.
By the way, my
Fucking
daughter
puddle next to a park.
my daughter made me so proud. Like when she gets good grades, I'm proud, but it's fine.
You're doing your job.
When she graduates from high school, it's gonna be a proud dad moment. But also, it's what you're supposed to do. When she gets married,
It's especially like since you and I have both seen just terrible people, real dum-dums graduate high school with no problem.
oh yeah.
Yeah. All right.
When she goes through life and when she accomplishes these things, I'm gonna be a very proud dad. But I am never more proud of her than when she is an asshole to an idiot. Now, I've taught her right. I taught her that you can't just be a blatant dick to strangers. You have to put some razzle dazzle on it, right? Like you have to make it a show. So we get to this river, and I'm holding a giant inflatable burrito
All right.
over my head.
Yep.
I'm wearing swim trunks.
Yep.
My daughter, bathing suit, and she's holding a giant inflatable panda.
Yep.
And we're walking.
Obviously gonna do some water adventures.
And we're 3 feet away from a fucking river.
Yep.
Right? Running water. So we're just walking. We're walking about 1.5 miles, so we can just float down that lazy river. And this group of old people are coming up to us, and this old lady, she looks at us and she says, "Gonna float in the river?" And I try to be on my best behavior in front of my kid. Like I don't want to be like an upfront dickhead when my daughter's around. So when these things happen and she's around, I really get I'm like, fucking missed opportunity. I really let that person have it. My daughter said, "Oh fuck, what did she say?" Oh, she's like, "No," "No, we're going skating," and that made me so proud of her.
Floating down the river.
Anyway,
I hate that. I hate that. Just like the whole like. You don't have to have a shitty conversation.
No.
Like, especially if you're walking by.
No.
Simple head nod. You don't even have, especially you make, you're walking, they're walking towards you, eye contact, head nod, have a good one. Or if they just went, enjoy the fuck out of that river.
Man.
Have fun.
Sunglasses for a reason, baby. You can't see my eyes most of the time. Don't make eye contact with me. That's not. Anyway, so we get in this river, right? And we're floating, and we're having a goddamn good time. Like it's just a fun, relaxing, And listen, I invited some people, and they all told me no.
That's weird.
They all told me no.
That's weird.
They
invited some people, huh?
Well, hold on.
Huh.
They all told me no.
Okay.
Because, by the way, I've invited you. I've invited you to like 6 things lately, and you've said I've got a doctor's appointment.
I invited you. I got a ticket for you, and you're like, nah. Can't go.
To what?
Lucha at the ballpark.
Okay, let me go. See, he's lying to you people right now. Let me tell you what. Yes, he did get a ticket for me to wrestling at the ballpark.
Yep.
What his text message said was, want to go to the wrestling at the ballpark. If I knew, maybe. Oh, so I still couldn't have gone because I had my kid. It was a Friday night. Did you get 2 tickets?
I could have got her a ticket.
Son of a bitch! You should have mentioned something.
It was super cheap. It was super cheap. It was weird.
Anyway,
so this is all right. Your E. coli.
The E. coli. So we're in the now. The people I did invite that didn't go. Their answer was the same. It was no. It's disgusting water. Why would I do that? And I'm like, yes, it's not the cleanest water, but listen, it's cold. It's hot outside. We're gonna float. Don't drink it. I'm not gonna drink it. But I do have a butthole and stuff. Like I get water. I get water goes in somehow. So we're floating. And this was on like a Saturday.
All right.
We're just floating around. And then I'm on Facebook and I read
You're the only ones floating in the river?
Yes, we were the only people floating in the river, which also...
Ignoring all signs.
There were no signs. There were no signs. And that fucking loudmouth lady should have said something, by the way. So we're floating in.
Well, she probably was getting ready to say something. Like, she's like, hey, floating in the river? And you're like, yeah, well, there's an E. coli
and
scare
then my
in the
daughter
river.
opened
But your daughter shut her right up. And she's like, well, fuck these two. Good luck pooping, motherfuckers.
So I'm floating.
Yep.
And then I'm reading Facebook. Like, this is like now 4 days later.
Uh-huh.
And there's like an E. coli scare, right? At the park that's located. And I remember I've gone to that park before on my daily walk that you refused to join me on. I've gone to this park, and I went up to the water fountain, and there's a sign post that says, like, this is poison or something, right? Don't drink the water. I'm like, ooh, okay, I won't drink the water. I didn't know that also meant don't get in the fucking river, right? But that sign posted was like, it was dingy and old, like it's clearly been there. And how long does it take to clean up some water in the pipes? Not long. You put some chlorine in, you shock that shit, it's done. So I read the thing, it says like, hey, there's E. coli in the water, in the river, and oh my God. I was like, shit, there was nobody else there when I was floating. Oh my God. And then all of a sudden I get sick, right? I'm like, my stomach starts hurting, my head.
Just psyching yourself out.
And then I'm like, I got to text my kid to see if she's sick, but I can't tell her why I think she might be sick. So I'm like, how's it going? Good. What are you up to? Nothing.
You're like, normal bowel movements?
Awesome. How you feeling? And she's like, good. Why? I mean,
your dad might have just sent you to the toxic river.
I'm like, does your throat still hurt? Your throat never hurt. She's like, no, I'm good. Okay, have a good day. And then now I search symptoms of E. coli, right? And it's like, obviously death is on the list. I'm like, oh my God, she's gonna die. I just killed my daughter because I want to have some fun in the sun. Shit. So I all those symptoms like stomach ache, yeah. Oh God, yeah. Headache. Oh, I get those all the time. Oh God, and all this stuff. And then I went back to the article that our good friend Pablo, who by the way should not have faith. Our friend Pablo, if you listen to this, I love you, buddy. He should not have Facebook. I'm sick of this shit because he scares the shit out of me with everything he posts. I read this article. And it's from 2017 or something, and I'm like, God damn it! I know that I did the same thing you did, but check your dates, motherfucker! Don't post that shit. You scared the fuck out of me. So now I want to go back to the river, Jinx.
Yep.
I dodged a bullet. I feel like I dodged a bullet.
Yeah,
I want to
bulletproof.
I don't know about that. But I'm glad you called me bulletproof because we have some emails to get to.
Before that, we're gonna get to the first half of our local sports roundup.
Yep.
So we've already discussed a little bit. It's Lucha at the ballpark.
Lucha!
Yeah, that Gary refused to go to.
I couldn't go because I had my kid, and you didn't tell me.
Kid-friendly event. They put a wrestling ring right on home plate.
I saw the videos.
Great little, not a big crowd. Like, it was super cheap. It was only $10 tickets.
Do you think that possibly it was a smaller crowd because of the wrestling combined with the heat?
It wasn't hot. It was perfect night that night. This is 2 days before the heat came in.
Well, do you think the wrestling might have turned people away?
There was no big star. Like, the main event was a tag team called...
Hold on, though. A big star would not bring in non-wrestling fans. I don't think, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It felt like it was a good turnout.
Right.
I felt like it should have been more.
Well, because you're a wrestling
Especially fan, obviously. The price of the tickets and like...
How much were the tickets?
$10.
That's not bad. You get the game too, right?
There's no game. Just wrestling.
Oh, I thought this was
baseball game. No.
I thought this was like a pre-game thing.
No, just a 2-hour wrestling event.
Oh, okay then. Also, by the way, could have mentioned that because I really didn't want to sit through 3 hours of a fucking baseball game. All of this information you neglected to share with me.
You asked for no further details. You said no right away.
Because, listen, I had the kid. I had the kid. I could have made it work if I really wanted to, but all I heard was there's going to be baseball, and you know what? I'm not going to drag the... Also,
Lucha at the ballpark.
My daughter might have paid attention to the wrestling.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way that she would have sat through 3 hours of baseball. So I'm like, I don't want to go to a fucking baseball game and pay for tickets to go see a fucking thing with that kid's not going to like and I'm not going to like. And no.
So the main event, tag team called La Migra,
right,
came out dressed like Border Patrol.
Yeah.
Yelling like you're going to send everybody home. versus like the one star, I guess you can call him, is Rey Bucanero.
Don't know who that is.
He used to be in the WWE. Like he used to be on there. Like when they had a wrestling show on Telemundo, it was called Los Super Astros, where it was just luchadors. He was on that for a bit. That's kind of his claim to fame. But he's been like a star in Mexico for a long time. He was a little older dude. His tag team partner, my favorite character of the night, El Ultimo Panda.
He's the last panda.
Comes out. He's a hefty dude, but like no more than like 240. Like, you know, just a nice chubby guy. Build him as 600 pounds. It's hilarious. And
by the way, this is why people don't like wrestling and why they should like wrestling.
So like, and then even like one of his opponents is like 600 pounds and then goes to like body slam him.
Did he
Can't lift him up?
Yep.
Can't lift him up.
Of course he did.
And Panda only says Panda. Like he gets on the mic after the match and is all, Panda. Panda, panda, panda. Panda, panda. Panda! And he lifts his hands up in celebration, and everybody cheers. It was fantastic.
I don't care for the mic work on that.
Yeah, it was pretty great. So it was a fun night. Great. The michelada lady was there. They were selling micheladas. They were delicious.
I saw you post a picture of those, and you know what?
Good. It was refreshing.
Those did look pretty refreshing, I gotta say.
So it was just a good night. The wrestling, for the most part, was pretty bad. Like, because it was just like a small indie show. A lot of young guys. What sucked is they were promoting Pantera Jr., who's really good. This was not Pantera Jr. He was just in Pantera Jr.'s gear.
How is that legal?
Don't know. Because like one of the videos they were posting on their Facebook page after like I said I'm going to an event, so I would get all these notifications. Great. I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna be good. And then it was not him in that mask. It was clearly a black guy in this mask. And I was like, he's not as good. He's not as good.
Because he's black? You racist.
No.
Wow.
Because he just wasn't as good.
Wow, what a racist fuck I'm doing a show with. They did that with Doink though. Like there was like 6 different Doinks and no one gave a shit. Brooklyn fucking brawler. I can tell it's you in there.
So yeah,
it was a good time other than the bait and switch.
Yeah. Like every match was fun. Everybody was cool.
Did you boo the bad guys?
Yeah, this one guy really sold it. He called himself. He was the one man lucha gang, and like he was like one man gang. Do you remember him?
I remember.
So he's like a lucha version of him, just like a small. Like he's really good. Came out yelling and like he got the most heat. It was so great.
I gotta say,
I even started following him on Facebook just because he was funny.
He got rip-off gimmicks. You got rip-off. You got bait and switch characters. This doesn't sound like a great event to me.
It was fun event. I wouldn't call it great either. It was fun.
You were getting 3 sheets to the wind over there with your chimichangas, whatever you called them.
Micheladas.
That's right.
Micheladas, and then they don't do it during the ball games for some reason, or maybe because I don't sit in the grandstands at the ball games. But a lady coming around selling beers, ice cold. Like,
I think they do that for smaller crowds. Perhaps?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So I didn't have to get up and go get another beer. They just came right to me.
Sounds like you had a good time.
It was a fun time. It was good times.
All right, is that the end of your...
We'll do emails, and then I've got the second half of our local sports roundup.
I don't understand why you're spacing it out like this.
Oh, because we don't want to give them too much at once.
I mean, how long do you want the show to be?
We'll do this and then that.
We started by saying this is going to be our
I want to break them up.
Okay, fine.
Go. All right, emails.
It seems like you're doing it for a reason, and it seems like I'm not going to like the reason. That's
emails. Please, let's get to the email.
Okay, here's some emails. Are you ready? We got a couple of good ones, by the way. This is some advice. We're life coaches on the side. You forgot this show used to be called that.
One funny thing too about the lucha thing, a lot of the crowd and the luchadors, they're chanting in Spanish. And I remember my mom, who I took with me, was like, "It was a really good show. I don't know what they were saying most of the time." But she was like, she was into it.
I mean, it's probably best that you don't know.
It's just I let her know. It's just the basic like, boo the bad guy, fuck everybody else.
All right, we got an email from a young lady named Maria. Not sure if she's young or not. Just giving her the benefit of the doubt.
In the context of the universe, she's young. And
she's at least got kids. So I don't know. I've got kids, and I'm a fucking spring chicken. Look at me. Tweet. Anyway,
that's another thing we'll disagree on.
Dear NTR.
Old ass motherfucker.
Wow. My husband allows her 12-year-old... So she's got a 12-year-old. So she's not... Well, I got a 12-year-old.
Agreed.
I got an 11-year-old. Okay. My husband allows our 12-year-old son to watch horror movies. I think that's a bit young. I don't mind the swearing so much, but it's all the violence and nudity that I don't think he should be exposed to. When do you think is an appropriate age to watch horror movies? What age did you start watching horror movies? And can you recommend any good horror movies that are PG or PG-13?
No.
Wait, what do you mean no? You can't recommend
PG horror film?
There's some good PG-13 horror.
PG-13, yeah, there's some decent ones.
If you go back to the 80s, there's some PG horror films, but they show dicks and like decapitations because it's like, well, there's no penetration, so this is PG.
I think some of the newer PG-13 ones are not terrible, especially like if you're wanting to watch it like with your 12-year-old or 10-year-old.
I have a go-to when anyone, because PG-13 horror movies suck. For the most part.
They're not great, yeah.
But I have
if you're going to watch it with your kid or something, it's not too bad.
I mean, one of the best of all time is The Sixth Sense, but I think that's way too boring for a kid.
Yeah.
Especially if they're used to...
The Grudge is what, PG-13 too? Like that whole like era of weird PG-13 horror films that came in.
All the Japanese remakes.
Yeah,
and
they're all like we're just gonna be subtle about our horror. And you're like,
I always go to Drag Me to Hell. It's fun.
Oh, that's fucking great. Yeah, right.
There's no tits. All the violence in the movie is extremely. It's played for laughs for the most part, and it's super gross. It's not gory. It's just super gross.
Yeah,
it's like it's almost like a good.
It's
80s.
a perfect thing.
So I would go with my daughter watched that. Loved it. I showed her The Sixth Sense. Couldn't keep her eyes open.
What age do you think is like okay for?
See, here's the thing. An appropriate age to watch horror movies is too old. I think like a good like a classic slasher film. That's for you should not get permission to watch. You should watch them. But you shouldn't have permission. Yeah. I should tell my daughter, you are not allowed to watch, Friday the 13th Part 6. And then she should want to find it and get it. And now it's so much easier, by the way, to just do it.
I was probably 5 years old. Like, my parents wouldn't let me. They were. I know they were in there watching a Freddy Krueger film on VHS.
Better be those Dream Warriors.
Yeah, it was the one where he turned into a motorcycle, right? That's Dream Warriors.
Nope.
That's... Which one is that? That's 5?
That's, yeah, that's a later one. That's one of the shittier ones.
Yeah, so they were watching that in the living room, and I was supposed to be in my room. It's 5? Yeah, it's with... so I was in my room.
By the way, we don't want those correction emails either. Maybe it was 4. Fuck yourself. I don't care.
So I remember, like, laying down on the floor of the hallway and just, like, watching it quietly so they wouldn't notice me. I think my stepdad noticed me, but he was like, he's watching. It's fine. He's not crying.
That's what stepdads do.
Yeah.
Here's also fun. Like when I was a kid, I didn't have money, so I couldn't go to the movie. Like I wasn't allowed. Like legally, they wouldn't let you into the theater to watch horror movies if you're a kid, and I didn't have money, so I couldn't rent them from the video store.
I don't understand. I don't like that. If you're a kid and you have money,
right?
You've either earned that money yourself, which in America, goddammit, you can do what you want with it.
That's right.
Or your parents gave you that money. Thinking you were responsible enough to choose your own movie.
You know why they do that?
And if you lied...
Do you know why they do that?
What?
I'll tell you why they do that. And why they should enforce them a little bit more.
No. I want
your fucking loud-ass mouth out of my fucking theater when I want to watch a movie. These fucking kids come into the theater and they're fucking talking to each other and ruining my experience. I have enough problems with the shitty adults. I don't need the kids acting like kids. I have enough of people my age acting like kids.
Here's the thing.
I don't need it.
16 years old.
No, man.
I'm trying to watch 8 Mile.
Man, I'm still alive.
I'm 16.
I'm still
trying to watch 8 Mile.
Yeah, go watch.
They said no.
Yeah.
I'm a 16-year-old.
They did you a favor. Do you really want to see Eminem have sex?
It was a great movie. Loved it.
I don't know about that. I don't know about great movie.
Great movie. One of the best soundtracks of all time, too.
Yeah, cosign. But I mean, I don't know. Here's a. So I didn't have access to horror films, right?
Gotcha.
I didn't have like the cool uncle like you did. I didn't have an older sibling.
Cool. What?
I mean, cool stepdad. I didn't have like an older sibling. I was the oldest. But they showed a bunch of horror movies on like regular standard cable, right? So you would get chopped up versions. I watched all the Friday the 13th movies on TBS, right? So I didn't know there was tits in those fucking movies.
But so that's a good way to watch it too. Like get a TV cut.
Yeah. I mean, but now the TV cut though it's not quite as cut as like right. Basically, a TV cut. If you say "fuck," they're gonna cut it out, and if you show a tit, they're gonna cut it out. I've been watching movies on like the USA Network, and if it's past 3 p.m., they're saying shit, fuck, and like violence is crazy.
Speaking of cool uncle, I once tried to borrow Purple Rain from an uncle, but it turns out in that tape
porno. Gotta be porno, yeah.
Yep. Like just crappy like cop catching a prostitute in a back alley porn. Like, and then it wasn't like, it was just clearly a set. And it was just like so shitty. But I watched all of it several times.
Did you log it in your Letterboxd or you know what that is? Letterboxd? It's like you can compile all the movies you've seen and give them a rating if you feel the necessary. Like,
never mind. Next email.
Next email, dear No Talent Pod, that is us. How do you feel about assigned? Oh, another movie question, Jinx.
Assigned seats.
How do you feel about assigned seating at the movies?
Love it.
I was at the theater the other day, sitting next to a guy making a lot of noise. Oh, this is the fucking worst. This guy, I would stab a guy for this. Right. Chewing loudly, clearing his throat, that sort of thing. I feel like assigned seating increases your chances to have a bad movie experience. Marcus, I know this man. Close personal friend, Marcus. Hello, Marcus.
Hey, Marcus. So that is a drawback to the assigned seating. But I was just talking to a friend yesterday about his experience in going and seeing Avengers Endgame.
Right.
And how his ass was in line for an hour waiting to get a good seat in a theater that does not have... I went to an assigned seat theater to watch that movie. Showed up 10 minutes before the movie started. Went right to my seat. No line outside. Nothing. It's great.
I like the idea of the assigned seating. But
you can get that. You can get this type of behavior in non-assigned seating.
That is true, but then you can also move.
Yeah, you can move, but you're thinking like I usually go to assigned seating when I know it's going to be crowded.
I that's the only time I would go.
Yeah, is when I want to see the movie opening night, but I'm not going to wait.
You want a good spot.
Yeah,
but I'd like freedom to roam if I don't like what I'm seeing. I would like the freedom to roam, and if it is a crowded seat and you're stuck next to this loud chewer or whatever, you have no options. You have to either leave the theater or deal with it, and it sucks. And I don't want to do it. I can't.
Do you ever try to go like nuclear on him, and like try to be louder than that guy?
Okay, I just had a bad movie experience with my it wasn't assigned seating, but it was a very empty theater, and it was just 2 women and myself, and the women decided that they were going to come in full volume, having a conversation that was not. I
don't understand full volume walking into a theater.
Well, okay, so the movie hadn't started. It was just Maria Menounos doing her shit, right? No. And they're having a conversation.
I find her so annoying now.
I truly enjoy her. I think she's very pleasant. Right. But they're having a conversation about who knows what. Just their lives, right?
Yeah.
And then Maria Menounos says goodbye, and then the trailers come up, and they're still talking at full volume, and like they passed me, so they
know you're there.
I'm pretty sure they know I was there, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna get too mad because
wait for the movie.
I mean, some people talk.
Yeah, some people don't respect the trailers. I do.
You know, and also some people like talk about the trailers, which I can almost forgive. But these ladies were talking about their job or something. It was just like nothing. So then the movie starts and they're still talking. They to their credit, not as loud, not quite as loud.
Still,
but they're still
shut
talking.
The fuck up.
And I feel even more disrespected than normal when this happens, more annoyed because I'm literally the only guy here. You're disrespecting me. You're not giving a shit about, like, I get you're in a big crowded place and you don't give a shit about strangers. But this is one dude.
You ever just, like, this is where you pipe up, where you go, not the only one in the theater, ma'ams. You just give them that little, like, hey,
I sent a warning. I sent a warning shot.
You coughed.
I did cough. I coughed, right? Right. And then, so now I'm like, I'm feeling the way they should be feeling, where I'm like, well, I don't want to tell them to shut up because I'm the only one here.
Yeah.
Normally, what I would do is
it's automatic animosity between you two.
It becomes more personal, and it becomes me against them. Like, normally I would wait, and I would kind of look around to see if anyone's feeling me. Like, I would like, get this.
We teaming up with everybody?
Yeah, so, and I'm like, I'm not leaving. I'm not going to fucking leave, but also if I stay here, I'm not going to enjoy this movie.
Yeah. What'd you do?
I left. I just fucking left. I couldn't deal with it anymore.
So that's right. If you're going to leave anyway, as you leave, theater's all yours, and you shove that fucking door open.
I didn't have to.
All right.
But if I had to fart, you best believe I would have walked through their aisle to fart in their face and then fucking leave. Because you know what? Have some respect for people, motherfucker. Yeah. Do they think it's like, oh, he's just one dude, we can ruin his time? Fuck him. What? Stranger person.
That's what you should have really like. Because I think they're getting by with the thought of like, we weren't that bad. We weren't that bad. But if you make it seem like, fuck you guys, I have to leave now because I fucking hate what you're doing.
By the way, you also paid $9. You're not enjoying this either, right? You paid $9 to talk to your friend. You could have done that in the parking lot for free.
Did you get your money back? Did you go to them and be like, hey, these bitches are talking, can I get it?
No, never give the money. I never get the money back unless it is a clear problem from the theater.
Okay.
I do wish, though, that you would just use your ushers and kick fucking people out. Like, don't make me ask you to shut them up. You come in there with your stupid little lightsaber cone things, and you hear these two bitches talking. You could say, hey, shut up or get out. Like, I'm the guy who's minding my own business, buying popcorn and shit. Anyway, next email. Putting this, this guy has his right order here. Dear Gary and Jinx, that's me and it's you. This is an email to you, though, calling you out for a little something.
Oh, go for it.
I like this. Dear Gary and Jinx.
You're so happy when they don't like me.
And he shows a little bit of love to me, too. So I like that. It's very rare do we get an email that praises me a little bit. And then also, anyway. I just started listening to Gary's other podcast. That's right. And it's pretty good. Oh, pretty good.
Yeah.
Not as good as this one, he says, but I wanted to compare Gary's solo work with Jinx's solo work, but as it turns out, he doesn't have his own podcast.
I don't.
And in my best Shane Helms impression, what's up with that? When are we going to get a Jinx-only show? From None of Your Business, and then parentheses, Carlos.
None of your business, Carlos.
Yeah, so it's Carlos. So by the way, I'll call you out too.
Go for it.
About 18 months ago.
Oh shit! Yeah, the show we were
18 months ago, you came up with an idea to do a show. I even said, hey, I'll donate my fucking time. I'll be here for every single episode, even if I'm not on the episode. I'll just be here recording. I'll edit it. I'll do all the fucking work for you.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is do it.
Yep.
All you gotta do it.
Still working on it.
And I even said, "There's no fucking way you're gonna do this."
No, I'll still do it.
You're not gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it. Like I've asked some people to be on it.
Oh yeah, how's that? Yeah, you okay?
They agreed to it. I've just got to accumulate these movies and then pass them out so people could watch it.
Accumulate the movies?
They're really cheap at like Rasputin, but I haven't gone about them.
Wait, hold on. What are you talking about? The idea you told me.
24-hour party people.
Yes, okay. So the idea was you were gonna have
24 people
watch the movie 24-hour party people.
Yes.
And you were going to basically it was going to be you with a different person each episode reviewing the same movie.
Yeah.
Great idea. You'd get different thoughts from different people. It could be 1 week could be a bad review of the same movie and the following. I like the idea a lot. Why do you have to personally purchase copies of this movie to each of your guests? That seems really dumb.
I don't want to lose my copy because it's my favorite movie. And like
you can't
people borrowing movies is a very tenuous thing. Sometimes you don't get them back.
This is the mother of all shitty excuses, Jinx. You can't just say, "Hey, do you want to do the podcast?" And they say yes, okay, and you say, "All right, rent the movie, watch it, let's go talk about it." You can't expect.
It's a tough rental, although it's on Pluto. It's on Pluto all the time now.
But you still feel the need to purchase
a little bit. What's today? What's the by August 24th?
It will never happen.
We will have 2 episodes in the bag.
It will never happen.
By August 24th.
By the way, not only did I offer to edit, upload, and take care of all of it.
You're going to be one of the guys.
Yeah, so you already have an episode that you could be doing right now today.
Yep. No, not today.
It'll never
by August 24th, I'll have 2 episodes in the can.
I'm gonna be
not
busy.
Even counting
I'm
yours.
busy on
not
August
even it's before August 24th.
Fuck you. So to answer your question,
I'm lazy and I procrastinate all the time.
TBD is when his podcast is coming out. All right, next email.
Go for it.
Dear Gary and Jinx, proper order again?
Alphabetical?
Proper. Just take that out forever you want. How do you feel about people giving you nicknames? I work with a guy that gives everybody a nickname. Most people don't like it, and sometimes the nicknames don't even make sense. Where do you stand on the subject of unwanted nicknames? This guy didn't sign it. Didn't give me a name.
Does he want us to nickname him?
I mean, he clearly doesn't like that, but I clearly like to know who I'm talking to.
So, how do you feel about nicknames?
I'm always sad that I've never really had a nickname that is stuck for too long.
All right.
In junior high, I was given a really stupid name. Like, people still come up to me, people that I have not seen since junior high, and they will call me by that nickname.
What's the nickname?
Gerbil is what they used to call me.
Where did this come from?
It was just me being an asshole to a teacher. There was we had a math teacher who was reading some sort of weird word problem, and the word was gerbil. Like, clearly that's what, like, we were like 14, but we know how to spell that word.
Yeah.
And he was calling him Gerbils. So when he asked for the answer, I raised my hand, but I didn't want to. I raised my hand to tell him, I was like, I think you mean gerbil. I think you're saying that wrong. He's like, no, you can say it both ways. So then I raised my hand.
Automatic teacher, like, oh, I'm not wrong.
I raised my hand again. I was like, no, you can't. It's gerbil. It is. That's how you say it. He's like, no, you can say it both ways. No, you can't.
You can,
but it's
technically
wrong.
say it both ways, but it's not a correct pronunciation.
Okay, Mr. Math, 2 + 2 = 19, because that's how I say it.
Yeah.
That's how I do it.
That's how I say 4. You can say it both ways.
Yeah, so he sent me to the office for being unruly, but they all called me Gerbil for that, and that's not a good nickname, and that didn't stick, And
wasn't there like a Nazi general?
I think it was like Goebbels or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, sometimes people will see me, and that's all. I don't even think they know my actual name. They'll just call me that.
Goebbels.
And I'll be like, oh yeah, you were there when that.
It's not a terrible nickname.
Not terrible, but it didn't stick. Some of my friends used to call me the Bullet Dodger. Because, and this, by the way, this has changed.
Is that from the Snatch movie?
Well,
they call him the Bullet Dodger, and they're like, why do you call him that? He dodges bullets, idiot.
That could have been where it came from.
Okay.
I don't know, but all I know is it's because I would just go around doing just terrible things.
All right.
All the time.
Sounds like you.
Never getting in trouble. Even when I got caught, I would somehow not take any heat for anything for a long time. Like, I would just not learn my lesson ever. This has changed.
All right.
I'm paying for everything these days. But back in the day, it's like I didn't give a shit, and and I had no reason to give a shit because I would just fuck around and do something stupid. People would just catch me doing something stupid and be like, you're okay. Have a good day. I was like, bullet dodge. That kind of thing. Or I would do something where normally I would be in huge trouble, but it would just so happen that I would get caught for doing that on a day when something else terrible happened.
Yeah.
So like my parents would be like, well, we're not going to take time to fucking yell at this idiot because our fucking house just burnt down or something like that,
So with nicknames with me, Jinx is my nickname.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
It's a good one.
Yeah. I hate a lot of people at fucking work, so my first name's Christopher.
Yes.
I hate being called Chris.
It's not a great name.
Like my mom and people who've known me forever, they can call me Chris. They can get away with it. I use the name Christian at work because everybody, no matter what I have on my name badge, will shorten Christopher to Chris.
Always.
I fucking hate it. And even at Christian, they'll call me Chris sometimes, and I just don't respond. I'm like, no, don't fucking talk to me. Or what I hate too, I don't mind so much. Like if you are from Oklahoma and you're calling me Biggin, I'm all right with that. That's fine. What? I understand the dialect. It's a thing. I don't take more shit. I don't mind too if they don't know me too well and they're like, oh hey big guy or hey big dude. I'm fine with that. Big boy, however, go fuck yourself. I will fucking correct you right away.
What's the difference between big guy, big boy?
Did you hear yourself?
Yeah, but
they're two terrible things. Big boy, hey big boy, hey big boy.
I don't see the.
Terrible.
I wouldn't like either. Is what I'm saying.
I'm not enthused about big guy or hey big dude just because usually when they say that I'm at work and they don't know me, but I wear a fucking name badge.
Hey Beardo is what I would say.
Beardo. That's fine.
I would say
Beardo.
Hey dumb glasses is what I would say if I didn't know you. Hey topographical shorts is what I would say if I didn't know you.
Cool.
Anyway, you shouldn't give just everyone you shouldn't be the nickname guy.
Yeah, don't give people nicknames if you don't want to.
I sometimes will give people... The only time I will give someone a nickname or call someone something they don't necessarily go by is if I really just can't pronounce your name. Like, a lot of times it'd be at work or something where it's like, I just can't say that. Like, your name... I just can't say it right. Like, if it's like if there's an accent. Like, if I had a better accent, I could probably master it. If not, I'll just call you whatever. And I hope that you don't mind. But honestly, I'm going to feel stupid for getting your name wrong over and over and over again. By the way, whenever I have to introduce you to someone, it's like I don't know. I always just go with, hey, here's this guy. He's my friend. He's my buddy.
Jinx is fine.
I just don't know what to do.
All right, that's fine.
Last email.
All right.
We got some suggestion here. Dear No Talent Podcast, that's us. I really like when you make up your own cast to movies.
Especially when mine's so good.
Do you have plans on doing that again? And if so, may I make a couple suggestions?
Well, let me answer the first one. Of course we're going to do it again.
Obviously. It's fun.
That's
like
a mainstay of our show.
Yep. Classic segment.
Yep.
Do you have plans on doing it again? So I'm going to make a couple. So, okay, since Disney is rebooting the X-Men, I don't know if that's official. I mean, it's official. They're going to do it.
Yeah.
But since Disney is rebooting the X-Men franchise, you can do that. Okay. Or maybe do a romantic comedy. Seems like a genre you guys don't talk about a lot, and I feel like your ideas might be humorous. You could even do a TV show of some kind. Anyway, these are just ideas. I'll shut up. Thanks for the laughs, Sarah. Okay, so let's do Sarah solid, because Sarah's been emailing this fucking show for 5 years.
All right.
Let's pick one of her options. Do you want to do X-Men? Do you want to do a romantic comedy, or do you want to do a television show?
We're gonna do X-Men. I think we've done that before.
No, we have done the Avengers.
Okay.
And we had an X-Men game that followed it, but we did not recast the X-Men.
Gotcha.
So you want to do X-Men?
Yes.
All right, Sarah. That's what we're going to do for you, for being a loyal goddamn listener for all these many years, for following us around, for listening to my solo podcast, and probably a first responder to Jinx's upcoming podcast that he will never make because he's a liar.
2 episodes by... Can I see your phone?
No, you can't.
I need to borrow your phone for the IMDb. My data's up.
What do you mean IMDb?
For the game we're going to play.
IMDb?
Do you have IMDb?
What do you mean, do I have IMDb? Oh, I got some internet... Oh, Jinx. Thank you for reminding me about this. Comcast.
Uh-huh.
Might be the... I have no internet in my house, right?
All right. Did you restart your router?
Yes! I did all that shit! Son of a bitch! The first thing they asked me when I call them and say, hey, my Wi-Fi's not working. No.
Borrow your phone.
No, it's terrifying. To give someone else your phone?
You can watch me the whole time.
How did you not prepare
I had it all written down, but I didn't bring my notebook. It's your phone.
I don't believe you.
We got
Either way it goes. I call them.
All right.
I tell them that my Wi-Fi's not working.
Gotcha.
And you know what they say to me? First question out of their mouth.
What is it?
First question. Just take a guess. What's the most useless thing they could have asked me?
All right.
Just guess. What do you think it is?
Is your power on?
They asked me,
Is it plugged in?
why isn't it working? I called them to tell them my shit's not working, and they told me, fix the problem. Tell me what's wrong with your fucking thing. By the way, I gotta say this. I don't believe you now. I'm back to not
ready to
believing
go.
you. What do you mean you're ready to go?
Got it up and going.
What did you get up and going?
My internet.
I believe that I think this is a game on the fly.
No, 100%. So do you know what this game is called? Quantum Leap.
I like it. I'm gonna knock it out of the park.
Here's why.
Okay. Knocking it out of the park. Oh, I got a sweat.
It's called Quantum Leap. These people, these actors from the show, Quantum Leap,
right,
have made the Quantum Leap not just to movies, but to Oscar-winning movies. And as a hint, these movies, I'll give you the date of them, but they all came out after Quantum Leap.
Obviously.
So it's not beforehand.
Oh, they weren't asking Oscar
Some of them
winners.
were Oscar winners beforehand.
What?
Yep.
What?
Yep. One of these guys was in a movie called All the President's Men. Oscar-winning movie.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna start off easy. We're gonna start this game off easy.
Wait, how many questions?
3.
I only have 3?
You got 3. You gotta get 2 out of 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the actor's name.
Okay, yeah.
You're gonna know what movie they're in right away. It's gonna be like, bam.
All right.
First one.
Wait, hold on though. What do I gotta do?
You gotta name the movie.
Name the movie they were
Name
in?
the Oscar-winning movie.
Now, did the movie win an Oscar, or did they win an Oscar?
The movie won an Oscar.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
And
First one.
And this game is creatively called Quantum Leap.
Quantum Leap.
Okay.
I thought, like, since there's like they've stolen the name for other things, I can use it for this.
I mean, Quantum Leap didn't invent the name.
Yep. So here's right off the bat. Dr. Sam Beckett himself, Scott Bakula,
Right.
made the Quantum Leap.
Yeah.
From the show to an Oscar-winning movie.
Yeah.
In 1999.
Of course. This is American Beauty.
Fuck, man, you got it right away.
It's American Beauty. Here's why.
For
because
an easy one.
That's one of those movies where it's like, why did you win this Oscar? Like, it's a fine movie, but honestly, why did you win an Oscar? Here comes a garbage man, by the way. That's going to ruin everything. We're going to continue playing the game.
Heck yeah, we are. Next one up.
Okay, next one up.
Dude's name is.
By the way,
this guy played.
By the way, you're impressed a little bit, right? You thought you'd get me right off the.
No, that's why I gave you the easiest one first.
How dare you? Okay.
All right.
Now, by the way, there's only 2 main characters of this show, and you've got 3 questions here. So I'm.
Do you think these are main characters?
No, obviously not. But
here's this one.
Okay.
Actor. It's in a lot of stuff.
Question.
Go for it.
If you give me the name of an actor from an episode, like from one episode of Quantum Leap, can you give me the character name he played?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the name too.
Okay.
This guy played Mo Stein.
Oh yeah.
On Quantum Leap. His name is Richard Hurd.
Okay, I know exactly who it is.
Yep. He starred in an Oscar-winning movie from 2017. Tagline: just because you're invited doesn't mean you're welcome.
Okay, well, Mo Stein was from the episode Future Boy. He also came back for the season, or the series, what turned out to be the series finale, where he played a coal miner named Gushi. He also played one of George Costanza's bosses on Seinfeld.
Yep.
Been working forever.
Yeah. Real good dude.
R.I.P. We lost him, I think. I think we've lost him since 2017. And the Oscar-winning movie...
Yep, 2017.
From 2017.
Won an Oscar. I'm not saying it's Best Picture or anything. Won an Oscar.
I have not one clue what this movie is.
Tagline: just because you're invited doesn't mean you're welcome.
Just because you're invited doesn't mean you're welcome. This is a good game, Jinx, and you're giving me a lot of clues here. And fuck, and also to my credit, clearly I don't know the answer to this.
Okay.
But to my credit, this is not a Quantum Leap game. He
made the Quantum Leap,
and I know all the information about that character, that actor, when it's referencing Quantum Leap.
This movie?
Yeah.
Sci-fi elements to it.
2017 Oscar
sci-fi. Nope, sci-fi elements to it. I'm not saying it's a full-blown sci-fi movie.
No clue.
But it's got sci-fi. It is a clue.
No, I mean, I have no clue.
So you're out?
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah.
All right. You're out. You should get out. Because that is the movie. Best Screenplay, 2017, Jordan Peele. Bam. All right.
By the way,
third and final for the game.
There's so many guest stars on Quantum Leap.
That's why I like that.
You only came up with only 3 of them?
This is going to be a recurring game. You think I'm going to shoot my wad right away? Come on, man.
Please don't shoot your wad in this car. It's sticky enough in here with this fucking humidity.
All right, third one.
Okay.
This guy played Al the bartender. Bruce McGill.
Now, here's the thing.
This is why I chose this guy.
He's been in everything.
Yeah, he's in a ton of things.
Time Cop.
Ton of things. Time Cop is a great one. Time Cop. He was also in
Maverick, or he was in
the movie
Top Gun?
we reviewed the other day.
Yes, he was. Yeah, he was in. He was the boss.
Weeks ago. Yep.
He's always everybody's boss.
Yep.
Okay. God damn it.
Al the bartender. This movie has no tagline.
Also from the final episode of Quantum Leap.
No tagline for this movie.
What?
Yep. No credits rolled at the beginning of this movie. Just the title. Oscar-winning movie from 2012.
No credits.
No credits. Like, no, it didn't ring up anybody's name. No credits or anything. Just started and then the title of the movie.
This is so hard because I don't think he's been in only one Oscar-winning movie. I think he's been in multiple Oscar-winning movies. This guy's done a lot of things,
but he was only in one Oscar-winning movie in 2012.
Well, yeah.
I'll give you this too. This movie won 2 Oscars.
Okay.
It won for best technical support or lighting or bullshit, one of those.
One of those that
also won best actor. Not him.
Of course.
But the title character.
Title character?
Title character, the star of the movie.
But was he the title character?
Title character.
So, are you sure?
This is a big one. This is a big one.
Are you sure he's the title character?
Title character.
His name is in the title.
The character's name is in the title.
Oh my god!
And he won an Oscar.
And he won an Oscar for best actor.
Best actor
in 2012.
2012. That's a lot of clues to try to win
God.
this game. And if you win this game, we are gonna get a Wings trivia extravaganza.
I really want that Wings trivia extravaganza. I'm thinking, okay,
Bruce McGill, Al the bartender.
Okay, so 2012.
2012.
I have an idea of what this could be.
Good.
I don't think he was in this though, because the thing I'm thinking of is like a foreign movie. I think I want to say.
All right.
But John Goodman was in it, so it's not that foreign. Is it The Artist? God damn it!
You going Artist?
I'm going Artist.
No!
Son of a bitch!
Title character that won.
Oh wait, fuck! That's a stupid guess.
Yep, Daniel Day-Lewis won for Lincoln.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Bam!
Fuck.
Streak of 0. Looks like Gary is not making the quantum leap until next week.
That's a fun game, Jinx.
Yep.
I appreciate that game.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was too hard. That was
not what she said.
That was the most fair game you've ever come up with. I think that was a bit too hard. I don't think
I gave you title character won the Oscar.
I know, I fucked it up.
That is huge.
Screwed the pooch. I'm still gonna argue though. Listen, fair is fair. I lost.
Yep.
I have one complaint about your game, and I have one request about next week.
Go for it.
Complaint?
Yes.
Even though these all were actors that appeared on Quantum Leap, this was not a Quantum Leap game. You got me all excited. I was going to fucking destroy Quantum Leap trivia.
Yeah.
100%.
Huh.
This was an Oscars game. This was an Oscars game.
It was about actors who made the
Quantum Leap. I understand that.
To an Oscar-winning movie.
Oh my god. I know, but okay, and here's my request.
Go for it.
I've lost.
Yes.
Can we still do the Wings game?
Yep, we'll do the Wings game next week.
Yes, and I can't wait to be angry by how many questions are not about the hit
Wings.
The hit NBC series Wings. Don't fuck with me and give me questions about the first Oscar-winning movie, which is also called Wings. First Best Picture. Why couldn't that have been a question? I still got that.
All right. Second half of the local sports roundup.
Why did you space it out like this? This is so awkward and fucking weird.
There's no particular reason. I just wanted to space them out.
It bothers me.
Anyway.
So much.
Anyway.
You'll be surprised when this is all
the local
connected.
Single A affiliate of the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Visalia Rawhide. We're celebrating the bounty of the county this week. Every jersey, a different fruit or some sort of farm-related thing.
Wow.
They were giving out. I have it in the back of my trunk. They're giving out My Job Depends on Ag, my dad's does.
I was going to say, yours does not.
Mine kind of does. You got people who work ag spend money
yours
at the
depend
store.
on mostly idiots asking you stupid questions.
Oh, god damn it, yeah. So, anyway, start off, we're playing the Modesto Nuts, the rivalry from up north.
Mm-hmm. Goddamn nuts.
So, second inning, the Nuts jumped out to a 2-0 lead.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom of the second. Two things happened.
What happened? Why did you save this?
Visalia Rawhide scored
you save this?
3 runs in that inning, which means, 1, we took the lead.
Right.
And 2, this is the promotion they do. The Rawhide score 3 runs, you get 2 free Jack in the Box tacos.
Not bad.
Absolutely great. So everybody cheered. That third run came in. We're going in. So the rest of between that and the 7th inning was just, regular baseball, little back and forth. I go hit up the $5 menu at the snack bar. Mm-hmm. Corn dogs $5, hot dogs $5.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
A goddamn corn dog.
These sons of bitches.
Uh-huh.
I ordered 2 corn dogs.
Right.
Do you know how much 2 corn dogs is at the gas station literally across the street from this place?
Better be less than $2.
$1.89.
There you go.
So I'm paying, and they're delicious across the street.
Mm-hmm. Well,
they're great. Anyway.
No, I mean, like, what the quality of a corn dog doesn't get. I mean, there's not a lot of jump in high quality corn dog, and
the jump between the 2 for $1.89 corn dog.
Mm-hmm. And the 1
between
for $5.
These 1 for $5 at the ballpark.
Was it a big corn dog?
No,
anyway?
garbage.
Jesus.
Burnt, almost blackened. When you go to the fair and you're paying $7 for that 12-inch corn dog.
Oh, I went there last. Yeah, it was uncooked. The dog.
That's ridiculous.
The dog was cold.
That's garbage.
So
I don't mind when I go to a fair and I pay whatever ridiculous thing for a 12-inch corn dog.
Mm-hmm. Please stop saying that.
And
also,
it's delicious. Where it's got the little swirl at the end, and you get that nice.
Oh, the swirl, the batter swirl. I love it.
Just do that right. We're paying you way more than this is worth. The markup is ridiculous. Just cook it right. And so when the hot dogs at the ballpark are $5, all you got to do is just cook it. Just cook it right. Doesn't have to be spectacular.
I don't think it's that hard to make a corn dog.
And these two were fucking garbage. So anyway.
Well, that's unfortunate. Well, you got free tacos, and you kind of...
free tacos. And there was also wine tasting night. I tasted some sweet, sweet wine.
I don't care about wine.
It was free alcohol, so I was like...
Why did you say this to the end?
So anyway, seventh inning happens. It's still 3-2. We're up. We're feeling good.
Right.
And then we fucking explode in the seventh inning. All over the nuts face.
I'm sorry.
7-run inning.
Wait a second.
7-run inning.
Back it up.
10-2.
Say that sentence again.
10-2.
Just say it again.
We exploded all over the nuts face.
Jesus.
Anyway, 10-2. We went through the entire lineup in the seventh inning. Just routed the shit out of them. No, wasn't any home runs or anything. Just huge hits.
Right.
Great. Bases loaded. No outs. And then we just started rocking them in. It was great. That was the end of the game, 10-2. We fucking beat the shit out of them.
So you gotta win. You got free tacos.
Here's the thing. Every time, so my dad's a truck driver. When he's in town, we try to hit up a game.
Right.
Every game he's gone to so far, we've lost. Every game he's not gone to that I've gone to, we've won.
Sounds like he should stop going to the games.
I think he should still go to the games, but none of the important ones. Here's the big news. Last week, we clinched first half champions. Automatic playoff spot. Way to go, Visalia Rawhide. Good job.
What the fuck is the first half
They split it up into halves, and so they're the first half champions, so they're automatically into the playoffs. Congratulations, Visalia Rawhide. First half, California League champions. Good job. You're looking at me all weird, but you should be celebrating. Yay! There are no shirts available. I checked the store. There was no first half Cal League championship shirts yet.
What the fuck is this?
But
first
you know
half
what?
Bullshit.
You know what? It automatically gets you into the playoffs. So if you have a great first half,
right,
you're still gonna get into the playoffs.
That's stupid.
Yeah, I like it.
That's so dumb. Is that the end of your sports wrap up?
Yeah.
You have to know I hate you breaking that up like that.
I don't know why though.
You have to know that just does not
because
sit
they broke they weren't back to back games. It's not like I went to the lucha and then the baseball game. I wanted people. You thought they were together. I wanted people to know
when I cut this part out and stick it to the beginning, everyone's gonna wonder what we're talking about right now because they are together. Because I hate you, Jinx. Why do you gotta do that?
I just think you're a little mad because you lost the Quantum Leap game.
Doesn't make me better.
It's like you don't even know the show at all.
Not a single question is about the show. Not a single one. Not a single one, Jinx. Not a single one of those fucking questions. And you gave me the softball easy, so I had some confidence in your fucking shit. Bruce McGill's been in everything. Bruce McGill's been in more episodes of this fucking podcast than I have.
He's also been in 2012's Lincoln, starring Daniel Day-Lewis.
Right.
As the title character.
Yep, not
Lincoln.
You mean not Arthur Artist like I thought it was?
Arthur Artist.
Oh boy.
Yep.
I think the Artist was like 2009. It was like
Avatar. Yeah, it was like 2007.
It was like Avatar, right? It was the same year as Avatar, I think.
Was it?
I think I saw Avatar and The Artist in the same week.
That was a really good movie. I really enjoyed The Artist.
What, The Artist?
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah. It's fucking hot, man.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks for listening to
done.
I like how we just stopped and
we're
forgot.
Just like, we're like, it's over.
All right, thanks for listening to the podcast, everybody. If you want to help us out,
it.
why don't you go to your iTunes, your Stitchers, your Spotify's, fuck iHeartRadio, they kicked us off. But go to where you get this and give us a 5-star review and a rating. Make the ratings funny and we'll read them. If it just says you guys are great, I feel like that's like sucking your own dicks here, and I don't want to do that. But if it's funny, we'll read it. And we appreciate it. And if you have an email or question or comment that you'd like to send to us, Jinx, how would they do that?
You can send it to us at ntrpodcast@yahoo.com.
Correctamundo. Anything else?
No, man. Just,
spay and neuter your pets?
Yeah. Please, there's so many fucking cats around. Please.
Just drive faster.
Spay and neuter your fucking cats, dude.
Spay and neuter, but also drive faster.
I went to go check my mail yesterday. There's 2 kittens, in the middle of the road, and I had to go shoo them off so I can move my fucking car past them. It was ridiculous.
You shoot them off.
Hey, guys, go. Go.
That's too inviting. That's too inviting to say.
That's the opposite of inviting.
No, but your voice was very kind. You add that to your kind eyes, and I'm staying. All right,
we're adorable cats.
That's how cats come. They're just fucking adorable.
I'm gonna give your daughter a cat.
She's still got 2 cats. She's got 2. Well, she's got 1 cat. Brenda's mine. Will always be mine. I take her out of that kid's bedroom when it's time for bed. I take her with me. I say, hey, come on, Brenda. We're going.
We're going to bed.
Yeah, you let her have her fucking Nintendos. You go with me. Bye.
Latest.